Here's the cover. Can he do it? Kick out at 2.
Welcome back to the Kick Out or 2 podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Liam, and I am also joined by my co-hosts, Benjamin and Alex. How's it going, guys?
So, we're back for another week.
We are indeed.
And you can see me.
Yay!
You can see me. Yeah, I'm not malfunction this time. Yeah, but don't say it out loud because we've jinxed it.
Yeah,
that's right. No batteries involved. No batteries involved. His microphone's working.
It might be my camera that does. It's might be mine. But we'll see. Well, what a week. We ended the week with the Chamber, and then we've had Raw and SmackDown and all that fun. So we'll kick off with obviously the Elimination Chamber.
That seemed pretty standard. Not a lot happened.
What was
the star ratings came out yesterday.
Ooh.
Which was quite interesting, and it was based on what we all kind of said around. I think the women's chamber was 4.5 or 4 in like the quarter. Then the Tiffy match was the toilet break match, like the 2-star match.
Just a placeholder.
Like the KO Sami Zayn was a 5-star match, which is really unusual to see 5 stars given that debut. And then the men's was like 4.5 as well. So in terms of critics, for once, it was positive. Yeah, I've not seen anything negative said about it so far. I don't know if it is just people going absolutely ballistic because of the superstar.
I think the only negative thing I saw was like the men's match was like cut. Was like people said it was shorter or it's not.
Yeah, we checked this last.
Yeah, we checked these times, and they in the fake broken week where my mic worked. Like the timings like seemed well off for a 3-hour show. Didn't add up, but then obviously the end segment probably went on for fucking ages. So it opened up with the women's with Naomi,
I said it once.
Bayley, Roxanne, Liv, Bianca.
Biggest carrier of every match. Such a good wrestler. It's unreal how good she can become. People don't know how good she is. I think she's one of those where it's like, I don't think her technique is great, but in terms of like putting on a good match, which I know sounds kind of weird, but if you get what I mean, is in like watching her do a suplex, you're like, ooh, that's. I mean, it did move, but it didn't look that pretty. But going by like what other people said, she seems like really safe, and it is kind of a bit like a Seth Rollins in the sense of like, no, it's going to be a good match no matter who she's against, if it's someone bigger or smaller or the same size. It's just an actual good, enjoyable match for whatever reason. I agree. So like when you said safe, like I was saying this last week, she does really well to protect people. Like there's so many things in that match. If you go back and watch the match, there's so many little subtlety things that she does just to make sure people are safe, or it's that incident where Taker kicks that chair out the way. You know what I mean? That's the kind of thing that she does. So she's so aware of everything that's going on. And she was battered to absolute bits. I don't know if you guys saw that photo.
That aftermath, that hair whip from Bianca.
That was like, and again, someone that takes that kind of bump is mad.
I had to watch it a few times because it was across her stomach, and it was just like, well, I swear it hit her back.
You figured it out?
Figured it out. It basically wraps round her back and then smacks across her stomach.
Yeah,
I think,
or that's why it's like a mark on her back and on her front. It was just like that's insane because it proper like score. I didn't think about that. I'm going right
wrapped around it. But obviously, it opened up with one of my predictions. Obviously, I got this prediction I got wrong because I predicted Bliss to win. Obviously, Bianca won, but I predicted Jade Cargill would return.
Yes. That was again. Really entertaining start to the match where I don't think anyone predicted that Jade would start at the beginning of the match, like the whole coming to
literally
the mask thing.
Door hadn't even closed.
I thought it would have been towards the end when it's like someone had been eliminated and the door was open, and then she happens to come in, screws everything up, and then that's how the thing ends. So to start off, it's just like her music hits, she comes out, it absolutely kicks the shit out, but also headbutt to Bianca for the acting, because like have you seen like the actual from the
her little chat in her
she's just going ballistic and screaming anything.
So again,
it was well acted.
I called that as well. I said that she'll come back and she'll attack Naomi, and it come out that Naomi was the one that took her out.
Yeah, I mean,
I still think there's a swerve coming.
yeah,
There's still a swerve somewhere. Maybe, but again, what happened on Raw was kind of thrown that into the swerve again.
it's just weird.
But Naomi getting her ass.
It was.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
especially the last kick of her in the corner, like the big boot to her head in the corner, and she's just gone. I was just like, yeah.
And then literally, as she's half hanging out the door, just like close the door on her, bam.
Yeah.
Weird, because I thought that they weren't going to do it because they even acknowledged it. Like, you know, they were like, oh, everyone's saying online that it was me. I promise you it wasn't me. So for them to then actually be like, oh, no, it was, I was really like, okay.
It's just like it wasn't me. She's like, I know it fucking wasn't me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not here for you.
Yeah.
Still should have been. It wouldn't just be funny just to smack live out the way.
Yeah.
Or just
Pushed her on the floor.
Yeah,
the
right. Slight swerve.
or something.
Slight swerve. Just boot her out.
Yeah, it would have been better. Obviously,
What, it was Luke, what? I
uh,
can't remember what the order was.
I can't remember because the order on Wiki's like random because it's like it's got Naomi entered at number 1. Like no, she didn't. She was the last person.
Or was it Bailey?
Is it number 1 as in starts the match though? That was it. Because it would have been Naomi and Liv to start the match.
Yeah.
But is it rather than
Oh yeah, maybe.
is it the Elimination Chamber? So it would be Naomi and Liv, and then it would have been.
Oh yeah, okay then. So it was Alexa Bliss then entered first. Then it was Bailey. Then it was Perez.
Yeah.
Then
Then it was her.
yeah, and then Liv, and then Naomi.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm reason they fight.
Oh, yeah. As in, like,
Yeah, I'm going.
Oh, okay.
So that's who, like, who?
That's how they run.
Yeah, how they ended.
It's not how they enter them, as in their entrance.
Yeah.
How they entrance. Like how the one.
Because then it was then released from the pods. It was Belair first. Then it was Roxanne.
Oh
Then
yeah,
it was Bailey. And then it was Alexa.
Mm.
Yeah, that's how it went.
Um,
Because so bloody Belair came out and didn't want to get involved, did she? Because she was too busy crying, and then Liv was like, "Okay, cool, I'm just doing that." Am I gonna do this?
one of the big complaints I have, and the big takeaway, is they've changed the pod thing. Like, it's no longer the do. It's now a fucking twirly whirly. Yeah. It's shit. I want
There's no noise.
Yeah, there's nothing.
It's just the light. It's literally just the light to show who's coming in. It's like,
And also, obviously, we'll get to it in the men's one. The lights are poorly built. They keep falling down. in the pods, they just kept falling off. Yeah, don't change the bloody chamber. Go back to the Yeah.
I thought the women's match was solid. Like, again, when you put those kind of people, even with Roxanne, like, again, I just like before, no disrespect to Roxanne, she's the youngest and probably least experienced of WWE, and she fitted the bill absolutely perfectly. But she was a little bit reckless, like I said to Lynn last week. She was a little bit over eager at times.
Yeah, I
see it. Where
I think it was.
too fast.
Yeah, I think because what we agreed, it was just like because it's her essentially her first time coming up to the main roster, her first main kind of PLE chamber as well. I think she just felt like she had something to prove, but she just went ham. It was like she fucked up a couple of times. She's like, look, just slow it down. Don't need to go full fast to show off what you're capable of. We know what you're capable of.
I think that's probably it. Obviously, WWE themselves have pushed it obviously into NXT. They've been like, Booker T swears fire and which is why I'm happy that she's got up in the main role. But yeah, no, I definitely agree that she probably came out of the blocks a bit too much. And you can tell, but the fact that they were like, everyone else in that match is top tier main roster. There's some mid card people. No, this is like they've all either been champions at some point consistent a lot of time, and then her. So it's just like
Bliss, after 2 years away. Sorry.
yeah, no, but
After 2 years away, was like, it did like, she missed a week.
No. Same.
I think I've done the twist instead of doing the standing moonsault.
Yeah, it was actually a twist content.
Yeah. What was it? Liv's the first woman to be in like, is it 8 chambers?
6 or 7, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. She's been in every.
However many. Yeah,
She's been in literally every single chamber.
bar one.
That was probably when she was champion. Yeah.
She was,
It was good overall. I like there was some really good spots. Like I loved the spot with Liv and Bianca, where Bianca was outside the rope. She had her hair and she was just like putting it back and forth between the cage and the ropes and just used her as a yo-yo. That was great.
Yeah, that was cool. There wasn't a big spot this year, like last year, where Liv did that line kind of bomb off the top. It was like the year before. When she jumped into the sunset.
I thought last year was Tiffany. Tiffany did the swanton off the top.
She did the swanton on the cage. Yeah.
So would be all of
Liv did the sunset flip power bomb. Yeah, Raquel and whoever Raquel was holding up. I want to say it was Naomi.
Let's say like what the biggest spot was when Bianca whipped Liv at the top of the pole.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was another thing that I think he can WWE himself said. Like, this has been listened or watched 30,000 times. Also 30 million times on Twitter or something. Jeez. Yeah, that was...
Smell it hurt. Like,
it was horrendous, the sound. Like, even before they'd done the replay where they really cranked the microphones up. Just in the actual thing. It was like... I was like, oh, God. Like,
there was a moment when Liv lost her grip because I think that's how much it hurt. She just froze. She said, "Oh, that really hurt." Oh shit!
oh yeah.
That split second, she was like, "Oh my god, that really hurt." Oh my god, yeah.
And Lauren was saying before we started, like she, when Keely had gone through it in that match, because she was covered in that picture, let alone the Bianca, Scorpion Tail whip mark.
Things should be banned. Should be considered a weapon. That's disqualification. But yeah, overall, really good women's match. I think it kind of set the tone. But again, there's a couple of stories coming out of it. So obviously you've got Jade and Naomi and Bianca stuff, and then you've got the Alexa Bliss potentially against who eliminated her. It was Liv, wasn't it?
Liv and
it was Liv. So you've got that kind of thing potentially. Something different than Liv chasing. And then
that was weird though.
Obviously Bianca winning. Bianca was a surprise for me.
It was because I predicted Bliss. I think you predicted Liv.
I predicted Bianca. I thought she was here when it was going to be that she
See, I still think that's coming. I think it's coming. I think it's a swerve. I think it's all a big swerve.
I think something else will probably come out. It was just, I think, because, and we'll get on to it in a little bit, because of the reaction between her and Naomi in the aftermath this week on SmackDown?
Yeah, SmackDown.
Yeah. Like how ramped up that was. I was like, I don't know if they could do a swerve with both of them because of how they reacted in that spot, but
I don't know how I feel about Jade Cargill's outfit on SmackDown. It's a bit weird. Like, obviously all white, covered in blood. Yeah.
First because she had a black one when she was beaten up. But you notice how they switched.
Yeah, because Bianca both
white and black, and then they've gone
both Naomi and Bianca came out in all black. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't think that's done. I think there's a swerve coming. I just don't know.
That'll be something.
Because again, there's 7 more weeks for WrestleMania, so they've got to drag this out for 7 more weeks.
Yeah, it's a lot. Obviously, then we had the toilet break placeholder match, the tag match with Tiffany and Trish. That's his name, Nia, and
I don't feel bad saying that, but it ultimately
sorry. It was boring. It was boring. It was just. I bet everyone knew that Tiffany and Trish were going to walk out the wins. Like Trish's hometown.
It was Toronto. It was you had to give it to her. It was just talking of Alexa coming back and looking like she hadn't missed a step, Trish was the complete opposite. She looked like she'd kind of forgotten how to tie her shoelaces and bit of that match. To the point where Trish literally has to kick her out at the end so that she can actually safely do the end of the match. Did you guys notice that?
No, I think again it was one of those matches where I didn't really pay much attention.
Basically, right at the end. So I think it's like Trish's Tiff's about to like climb the turnbuckle, but Trish is still like basically sat on the outside of the ring against it, and so basically you see Tiff just have to like basically keep kicking her until she goes flat and then rolls off the side so that she can then climb the turnbuckle to then do the swan bomb. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do you do that? She basically starts booting Tiff and be like, Trish, calm down. They have one.
It's Tiffy and Trishy time.
Tiffy and Trishy time, which I do kind of like that. The videos of them like training together like that. Yeah, like you said, very, very boring. For me, it was just like it was a bit rough watching Trish wrestle. But like you said, it was the toilet break one. It was the one to be like, you just had a crazy, crazy chamber. Now I need something a bit more.
Yeah,
a bit more level-headed, a bit more
crazy.
Something to calm the crowd down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not got much to say on that.
I think we all
match.
got that one right. I think we predicted.
Yeah,
that
we all
already.
predicted that
I
one.
think
Really.
all of us predicted that one.
Then we had the unsanctioned match: Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. I predicted this one wrong. I predicted Sami to win, but I got my second prediction of Randy Orton returning at the end.
Yeah,
we did. I thought it was a really. I know you had Ben. I know you had issues with the lighting.
Yeah, I don't understand why it was in the dark. Yeah, so this is what I mean. Like when I say it, people are like, I didn't realise until you stopped and then think about it. Like, yeah, it was completely like almost in the dark the entire match.
I had lots of issues. I thought it was an okay match. Obviously, those two are very, very good against each other. My problem was just the build up to it, of doing the whole stuff like this is unsanctioned. WWE don't want to have anything to do with it. Even the referee's not wearing his t-shirt. As if there is a ref. Like that was for me the bit that was like, but that only makes it sanctioned. It was a pinfall. It's like counting pinfall, and that was a bit like I was like, I was hoping it was just literally going to be a fight until one of them. I predicted it was dead. Out, or the whole like the underground thing. It's either they got to tap out or they get knocked out, or say that they give up. Whatever it is.
It was basically a no DQ match.
It's going to be a pinfall. Yeah. So it was just a bit weird. And then like the fact is the whole even the video, the promo for it, just being sort of like, WWE doesn't sanction this. Adam, whatever his name says, this is the end of your careers. And then it's just like, the ref just wearing a shirt, so it's unsanctioned, but he's still doing everything else that he would have done if it was a wrestling. It was just like, okay. And then, like you say, Ben, the lighting was just awful. Like, it seemed really strange, especially when he went into the crowd, and it was then just like a massive like helicopter spotlight on.
Yeah.
But then everything else.
Why it was so dark. They needed to do that. But it was just
had some really good spots into it. I like Sammy when they were in the crowd, that Sammy put him through 2 tables. That was good. Like bringing out the barbed wire chair, which everyone is still kind of 50-50 of whether it was real barbed wire or fake barbed wire. Like
that's how he injured his eye. We talked about it last week. Like he couldn't see out of his eye. Like I was thinking, so at the end of the match, he couldn't see out of his eye, and we were trying to figure out and remember what happened. He got dropped no hold into the chair.
Yeah, I think it's that like I don't know. Have you ever seen the like flat? So it's not like normal barbed wire is kind of like 3D. The things stick out. I think this is that one that's like flat, so it's like a really weird. That's why I think
there's rumours that it was. Yeah, there was rumours that it was proper stuff.
Yeah, they normally I think I know what you get with the flat. But I think they normally what they do is they like round off the edges and basically make it so it's like dull all the blades so it's not sharp. But I think but I'm pretty sure Sammy or Kevin basically requested for it not to be fake. They were like, no, we want the real barbed wire.
It wasn't my favourite Sammy and KO match ever. Like, I'm still trying to figure out what made it 5 stars. I just can't. And I know it's all speculative and everyone's got a different opinion. I just didn't think it was. They've had better matches that I was more excited about. Like their NXT stuff, their indie stuff, even stuff in WWE has been better than that.
They're probably including Randy Orton's return into that star rating, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, potentially. But yeah, you shouldn't
I can't
really take a start.
other than like one bit, I can't also say any of the stuff that was technically like unsanctioned, maybe two, other than the barbed wire chair, where Kevin Owens like bit his head, bit Sammy's head. Everything else is just a wrestling.
I think
It's like there's a video on Twitter today that I saw that apparently like there's a section where KO drops his razor blade. Because we were talking about it again last week, like where there was no blood. Like we were really surprised there was no blood. There was no anything. But there's a moment where KO like hits the mat and a razor blade, like a piece of metal, comes flying out of his pocket. That's incredible.
I think
It's
that
amazing what people see nowadays. It's insane, isn't it? Like, people go,
Yeah.
like frame by frame. But yeah, so that was one thing that was missing for me was the blood. Like again, unsanctioned.
Yeah.
It means violence and blood.
I think my favourite spot was where Sammy set up like the two chairs and put the barbed wire one, and then as he like did the blue thunderbolt onto the chair didn't collapse; it just stayed put.
Yeah.
Kevin kind of had to like, after realizing, oh crap, I'm still. They didn't fall down. They kind of had to like push backwards to make him collapse because they didn't. That was brutal.
Then KO did like not a German, not Tiger one. Is it the half Nelson where he does like the one up? Does like the German. Basically did that onto that chair. That was pretty insane. Like for me, that was worse than Liger.
Yeah, I think the chair, the use of the chair.
Something that went over the top of the.
Yeah, went over through the. Yeah. He pushed him. No, he was on the turnbuckle. Was he on the turnbuckle? And then he just pushed it. Yeah, and he shoved him through the double table. That was good.
Yeah. Did like the fact that it referenced El Generico and Kevin Steen as well.
Right.
In the match, which is really surprising to me that WWE is allowing people to talk about indie stuff and former lives.
Yeah.
I would love to see El Generico. It would be amazing. Bring all the Lucha stuff back. Like they're talking about bringing back Lucha Underground. Bring it back. Bring it all back.
Well, I mean, with all the Gable stuff.
Yeah.
Well, apparently Phoenix is on his way. Phoenix has left AEW.
Yeah, he's officially been released. That was news we had this week.
They cancelled his contract this week, so apparently everything's in place. WWE is taking him for a medical, and then he'll be debuting very soon.
Very interesting that we're getting a lot of AEW.
And Malachi's already in talks. He's imminent return.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently he's gonna have a good single as well. Obviously, at the end of the match, we had Randy Orton return. Randy Orton came back. Yeah, he did hear those voices because he went to that dark place. He was going to punt him right it. But I really wanted that punt. As soon as he started twitching the knee, I got all giddy. I was just like, oh my god, the old school Randy's back. Dark place.
Yeah, and then Jason Jordan did a spin.
Yeah, just dived in the way. Bastards.
Nowhere.
Ruining everything.
Jason Jordan was still wrestling. Let him back.
Yeah, fine. Kurt Angle's son.
Yeah.
One of me.
American Alphas.
I did like talking of the punt to Randy Orton. I know it's a little bit later on. I think it was on SmackDown. Yeah, but I did like his line being like, Pat McAfee's not only the second best punt in this.
Yeah.
Ring off. Like, that's a line. I was like, I hope that's Randy. Again, good call by Liam.
Yeah, again, that sets up Orton and AO for Mania. But it can't be another unsanctioned match, so what's it going to be? Punt versus package, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's wrong. Punt versus Hard Dragon. There you go.
Yeah.
That's like bra and panties, but for
Yeah.
Punt versus package.
But again, it can't just be a one-on-one. There has to be a stipulation. Like maybe still Cage. Like ladder match or something. Like it can't just go straight up one-on-one.
You do Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania? Will that be
Sure, why not?
Yeah. But how?
Do what you want.
What end of the year is the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view? Is that earlier on? Or is that later?
They don't do the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view anymore. Yeah.
Oh, they did.
No.
Wasn't last year like?
No, they did Bad Blood.
Yeah,
They scrapped the PLE.
2022 was the last official Hell in a Cell pay-per-view.
Maybe
So yes, they could shove it on WrestleMania.
Yeah,
It's 2 nights. You've got need a lot of matches.
You need 3 hours on each night. So,
A lot of talky.
that's the one thing I like about WrestleMania. Very little talky.
It's just
That's
match
just
after
like-
match after match.
Yeah.
I think they want there. It's about 7 matches each night.
Yeah. But then every title should be on the line, so that is 8 matches on its own, 9 matches on its own.
Yeah.
You trying to work out the belts on one hand.
Yes. No, I'm going to
Have 2 handles of them.
you got.
Reactions.
Yeah, I'm just watching Gary Hand.
Do you need to take your shoes and socks off?
I've got 12, and then
It's not 12 belts.
yes. So you've got the 2 men's.
What's all you Power and SmackDown?
Yeah, talking about SmackDown. You've got the 2 men's. You've got the 2 women's. You've got 2 Intercontinentals, 2 US, 3 tag teams, and okay, maybe I've got 11.
Okay.
Yeah, you got men's Raw and SmackDown, and then women's. So so there's 11 titles.
That's 11.
There's still 11.
Yeah, so you still can't count.
It was 1 extra. 2 me.
Speed title.
Right, there you go.
And that's Ray is still the women's speed champion. Yes.
Is that still a thing? Like,
Yeah.
Week on Twitter.
Ivar and what's that guy's name?
Right.
He tagged with the guy in the leather jacket. I can't think what his name is. He got given a lap.
Uncle Tang.
No, got none of them.
Dijak.
he has legs. He has a face.
Japanese. Is he Japanese?
Oh, the guy with like the spiky hair.
Yeah. And then the one, he gets on the turnbuckle and does that weird. Just does that. Hold on, I'm going to the NXT roster page.
There's the new guy that tagging with
Yeah.
Tang. Warlock.
The hanging tank, wasn't it? That was like bumming the
Yeah.
Hardys.
Yeah, it's not Hank.
Oh, he's
Hank.
And then Fraxium appeared.
You see that's now. You see that name's now official. They've got approval of the.
Finally called Fraxium.
I didn't realise it wasn't. Was it not? Are they still
No.
probably going?
Yeah.
Oh, he's
After a year, over a year now, they've got the belts.
Yeah, and wrong.
Still looking.
the guy who tags with Josh Briggs.
Oh,
The,
yeah.
Who's the guy we're talking about? Yeah, the guy we were talking about. Who was talking about the Hardys?
They did come out with the hanging tank and butterfly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not Hank. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's he's not on the NXT rosters, like on their website.
Oh, wow.
There's a bit.
He's just an enigma.
But yeah, he had speed match with Ivar. Anyway, then we ended the Elimination Chamber with the men's. And one of the big criticism was there wasn't enough like high flying, like how there is in previous years. I think that's what a lot of people said for the men's and the women's. Compared to previous years, there weren't a lot of like, oh my god, holy shit moments in either of these matches.
I mean, I think the Bianca whipping Liv out. Yeah, there was the high flying, but I think the holy shit moment at the start.
Because the only high flying moment in the men's was Logan doing a frog splash off one of the pots.
And I
There.
thought it was going to be something bigger and better because that was pretty meh. I thought. Like, so I thought when you have Logan Paul in it, like, say what you want about him personally, but normally he brings something to most matches like that, like the Rumble with him and Ricochet and that insane drone shot from him doing frog splash Cody onto the outs of the table. Like, there's always something big. So yeah, that just being like, oh, he just frog splashed from a little bit higher.
It looked like a very uncomfortable rug flash as well.
Yeah, looked like it was. It looked like he landed. It was like no. It looked like he just all knees, all fucking knees on that.
I thought he was going to run some read his ankle.
Tsunami.
Yeah, it's not all my leg.
We all predicted this one.
Right. When any I go back and watch it, every time it does a tsunami, it does this with his hands.
Wednesday. What is the summit, right?
I do love it. I love it though because it's
cracking cheese, Robert.
and the diving Schumacher. And Yoshiki in the Nura.
Thank you. There you go. Cool. Okay, cool. Obviously, we all predicted this one, right? We all said Cena was going to win.
Yeah, I think this year there wasn't any high flyers. Like everyone was a big, especially the men's. Like it was big boys. This elimination chamber. Like you got your priests. Like priest isn't going to flip around and do flippy shit. You look at the size.
We did do a pretty decent Hurricanrana.
Yeah.
Pretty. That's what I thought Logan. I thought Logan was going to do some mad springboard stuff, but yeah, he just did do a frog splash from the top of one of the chambers. I was like, okay, pretty tame. But I think it was probably because they knew that if they would do some crazy stuff, no matter what, it was going to get completely and utterly like outshadowed by the end of the actual chamber. Like, as in the Cena and such.
I kind of because like from the Rumble with Priest taking out Drew, I kind of saw that Priest would do it again and take Drew out in the chamber. And I think a lot of people kind of predict because since the Rumble they both kind of had little beef. Like, well, Drew being a little bitch that he is. Yeah. Crying and blaming everyone and crying on certain crying about things and
leave Daddy Matt
alone.
Great wrestler, but they
just whinges too much.
Yeah, because again, LA Knight I think nailed it with Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre.
I ain't doing anything else ever again. That's just all he is doing. Like, I like it. Yeah, the setup's definitely going for them, and it's a good match. I think.
But he carried on into SmackDown, didn't he?
Which is cool. And
yeah.
I just want
McIntyre.
some more.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just seeing who got eliminated and which way they got.
So Priest
McIntyre has been Priest got rolled up. Priest rolled up McIntyre.
Logan pinned Priest.
Then dropped Priest with the Claymore. Then the Frog Splash.
CM Punk took out
GTS,
Logan and Seth.
Yeah, which was promised.
Yeah.
And then it was those final three: GTS, AA to Seth. And then Seth decided to jump on his head, which then continues their feud a little bit.
Yeah, on his way out.
Yeah.
And then my boy John Cena wins. That's good.
There was a big thing at fight because obviously people were saying Cena didn't tap out, he passed out. But a lot of people were saying like I see lots of people saying like, oh, why aren't they doing like back in the day when they used to they would do the R-rate. But they haven't. I was like, they haven't done that in years. It's always just been they just wait until you pass out and then it's like belt done.
They just speak to them, don't they? Are you alive? You're alive. Okay.
Having a nap, shut up.
Yeah, I think that's the only way you can really do it because I don't think the pin. I guess the pin would have had the hype moment because it is a 1, 2, 3, and then that goes nuts.
And it kept Punk looking strong though. Like it took a stomp, and then if it took an AA, it's kind of like Seth did more of the work than Cena did, whereas Cena making him pass out, it's kind of like Cena did the work, but got the assist. Does that make sense?
I like that it was just down to Cena and Punk, considering their history together. Like back 10 years ago when Punk was champ, and they had that last match together. They had like a lot of back and forth. It was like GTS to AA to like back, like, and then like even to get into like the submissions with like the Anaconda Vice and the STU.
Like the Anaconda Vice.
Right. Yeah. There's really good
again,
like
the AIDS, the
lingering
guys at that age were never going to do the 50 bouncy around massive stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Logan was kind of like the odd one out in that whole thing.
Yeah.
But then I was
Logan was there for pure views.
That's all it is.
He was there as the heat magnet. That's the only reason he was there.
Yeah,
no disrespect, because he's got that talent.
He had his marker pen and OVO and loads of stuff.
But he was there literally to draw heat and get eyes and that's literally all he was there. Like, he wasn't there for any storyline. There's no storyline for him coming out of that chamber at all.
Yep, Cena wins. Page comes up, Cody comes down, Rock comes down. We get Cody's answer, and he full out tells him to go fuck himself.
Yeah,
and it wasn't bleeped. And it wasn't even bleeped. It was great. Yeah. Go fuck yourself.
And then I can't remember which one it was, but I think one of the things that they did in the recap also didn't bleep it out. I think when they then did the full package of saying it was bleeped out.
Even on their
and then this shocking bit, and he still does the F. Like, oh, okay.
Even on like their socials, they haven't bleeped it. They TikTok and everything. It's just straight up, go fuck yourself. Like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
We definitely know.
We're allowed to say whatever we want now.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and then the biggest thing that happened. No one saw this coming. Heel turn from Cena. Cena sold his soul to The Rock.
Wow. So you say that when you guys watch CVV's interview stuff inside it. He had an interview with Cena, like.
Yeah, we were talking about this as well, weren't we, Ben?
Yeah.
He's got everything ready. Yeah, it was, what is it? They were ready 12 years ago for him to have a heel turn. He's got the music ready, he had the gear ready, and then last second it changed. It was just like, no, you're not heel turn.
And then he's like, no, we can't. But then he even says it, like Cena said, he's like, it has to happen at some point. And they even said, I think it was Chris's thing, was like, does it happen when Rock's heel? Because obviously Rock is the heel now. This must have been the start. They had him joining the Roman stuff and obviously slapping. So it must have been a year old, maybe a year old.
Don't know what now. Yeah.
How long?
But yeah,
at least a year. Yeah, I can see. Yeah.
But it was like just before Mania, so probably about now when he went in the final boss.
But yeah, like that was cool. I didn't see it coming whatsoever. I thought it was going to be like he was so full, so man.
Yeah. As soon as he went in for that hug, and you just see his face just go.
Just sort of Rock doing this weird.
Doing the weird like
then blood piss. It was like, what?
Yeah. Like that. It's just that. It's just like, why are you using two and then going up into your leg and then going like it's one leg. It's one and it's straight across there. Why are you coming up across your lip and idiot?
It's this, Dwayne. If you want to say kill someone or get it done, you just do that. Act what I want.
Goes to like finger his eye.
And then, he decides to, and then like he's just like, and it was like, what? Okay.
That was that could have just. It should have just been straight.
Yeah, it's been like that, classic Undertaker style.
I'll just give him a nod. Like, take your glasses down, do the eyebrow,
or give him a thumb.
Yeah, could have went.
Yeah,
Batista thumbs down.
100 different ways for him to do it. Instead of
no, I'm gonna finger my lip on the way to cuff. You're a good idiot.
Yeah,
Samoan Spike.
Yeah, that's not gonna be anything but that. Obviously, Cena kick straight in the nuts, hit him with the microphone. Used.
It was really funny. He was like,
smacked him twice. Used Cody's Rolex to punch him twice in the face. Yeah. Used the title on him, and then and then someone decided to let Travis Scott smack him in the face and give him a black eye.
I have been loving everything that's come out from it, just because it was like if you focused on Travis Scott throughout this entire segment, it was just like, why was he there at all? I get him. He could have been with Brock and then gone peace out. He got in with it and just stood there, just like.
I completely forgot. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Half the time, I'm just looking in the corner. I'm just like, what are you doing? He's like burning some sage and going.
Yeah, and he's burning sage or whatever.
I'm like, at the same time, I was like, look, at least he's not smoking weed like he did it on the Raw debut. But what's with the magic sage? How are you doing?
I think that's what he was actually doing. and then basically Pat McAfee tried to make it a bit more PG. He's been like, oh, he's Sage. He was probably vaping something. Like that's probably actually
I said this to Liam last week. He came out drinking Red Bull.
Yeah, we're drinking Prime.
Not Prime.
Drinking
He
Red
just
Bull.
swapped it on a Red Bull.
Yeah.
Like, just doing his own thing. Like, completely and utterly his own thing. Like, comes out with a Red Bull. Don't worry about the sponsorship deals.
Then, like, well, not only that, but like, if you just watch any of the stuff, it's like he doesn't even realize he's in a wrestling ring. He's just sort of walking back and forward, just as if he's like looking for the milk or something.
Oh, he's definitely. He was high.
No clue where
He was high as a kite. Like, or.
And then, you guys watch? I saw a clip of it. I think it's the Stevie. What was the guy that was from Censor? In the Attitude Era?
Stevie Richards.
Stevie Richards. His thing just being like, he's a prick. What an absolute prick. What
It was.
it was just
I
was Scott pins him down and then punches him so that he literally can't move his head. He was like, what an absolute prick. Like, he's an awful human being. Just got enough. Yeah.
Even then, like, Brother Ray Dudley, he's come out and he's just like, someone's knocked the shit out of him. Like, just punched the shit out of Travis Scott next time they see it.
Like, apparently, he was like trying to get Jay to like spark up and smoke with him and stuff, and obviously Jay was just like, no, I don't want to have anything to do with that stuff. I'm like, no, thank you, man. You've got to do it. Like when he was like Jay's entrance in.
Just like when he did the entrance to Jay, he was smoking away like a chimney.
Yeah, and apparently he was like, yeah, he kept just being like, yeah, you should have a smoke, and Jay was like, no, I'm not, no. Like
I'm at work.
Like, hey, what, Travis Scott? Like, no.
I'm at work, Travis. I'll be smoking weed.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, but there you go. That was.
Yeah. That was Chamber.
It was. Then obviously leading into, they were just like, shit, what's going to happen on Raw? We had CM Punk opening up, going off script and
on them full fraud.
Yeah, going off. Going off. He was like, who do I start with? He's like, I think we're going to get Netflix cancelled.
Give me a
name. Pat McAfee.
The final boss.
Yeah. Go. It just pops off. Good old.
It wasn't like, for someone that was saying that, yeah, I'm going to get us cancelled off of Netflix, it was pretty tame. Like, the worst thing he did say was putting on the ball fraud. Like,
yeah, doing the old.
It wasn't quite.
Yeah.
Like what he was saying, it truly felt like what he was saying.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah, it's pretty much just like
the whole
you support the company, you do what the fuck you want, just because you're on the board. And then obviously, then Seth has to come out and ruin it.
I did like that. It was a little bit ridiculous, the amount of like, oh, they pulled them away.
Oh, that's
back again. Oh, they put them away. They're just not like, oh, they've let them go again. It's just like, it's almost again like Jay's entrance. It's laughing a little bit.
So why do you need Jason Jordan?
Put an end to it straight away.
I still always have in my mind, anytime like a security guard gets like thrown out the ring, punched or suplexed, I'm like, that's a world champion right there. That's a future Hall of Famer right there. Because it always is.
It's like Jamie Newton's there, Shane Gregory Helms is there.
Helms is there, yeah.
They're all there.
I'm like, oh, they're all former champions. Like,
Yeah, all the new ones that you don't know, it's just like, yeah, future champion, future Hall of Famer, yeah.
So Jamie Noble was a hit. They had a girlfriend called Nadia, and they had a fight, and she was tied up. I think she only had one arm, or she was blind. I can't remember one of the storylines that happened in the Attitude Era. And I wish I was lying, but he won the money at the lottery, and she
Yeah, we'll say, so Punk and Seth have their little squabble. And then later on, Adam Pearce schedules a steel cage match. One final match, apparently, between these two to settle their score in a steel cage next week on Raw, or tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Have Seth and CM Punk had a match though? I thought they've always just been like, I hate you.
They're having this is the first.
No, they've had a match. Punk beat him last time. They've had a match.
Oh, okay. I don't remember it at all.
I don't remember it, yeah.
Yeah, because it was always a thing of like, he's beat Punk, he beat Drew.
Wait. Oh, it's in. Sorry, Punk beat Seth.
Yeah, Punk's already beat her in the match.
Yes,
Yeah, he did.
4 times.
Oh yeah,
Under Raw preview.
was it the one where it was basically the same end to the match of when CM Punk had one at AEW against John Moxley, where he basically did the GTS to him and then he falls back onto the shoulders and he does another GTS. Because people were just being like, "Oh my god!"
It was on. It was the main event for the Netflix premiere. Seth versus Punk.
It was that one. Yeah, that's it. Because he GTS's him and then he like basically bounces off the rope and then lands back on Punk's shoulders again.
Yeah.
GTS. Yeah. And then apparently that's a match from AEW that he did to John Moxley, and obviously Moxley.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Yeah, so they've got a steel cage match tomorrow night.
Yeah, because Madison Square Garden.
Yes. Yeah.
So who's winning that? Is the conversation, or is that shenanigans?
Shenanigans.
Does Roman return?
The return of Roman Reigns.
Because
Roman come back.
Because I'm pretty sure Roman's been confirmed or scheduled to be at one of the UK shows. I think the Glasgow one.
But Punk isn't anymore.
No, Punk's not. That's what I mean. I know Punk's been taken off all and the London one as well. And then we had was there 2 title matches? I think one. We had
there was the Lyra Park area Ivy Nile match.
Yeah. And then
it was, again, like we've talked about it recently, where they needed to enhance that kind of title, and she's had back-to-back defenses. I'm sure she's gone 2 weeks.
Well, I thought this week was Dakota and last week was
No, they've had 2 title matches. They had 2 on Raw and 2 on SmackDown.
Yeah, no, Dakota was last week, and then Ivy was Dakota was 2 weeks ago, and then Ivy was last week.
Yeah, because I attacked her afterwards.
Yeah, that was really good. Actually, really good match.
Honestly,
I've always liked Ivy Nile.
She's great, I think, as a wrestler.
Yeah,
terrifying. I love the fact that they make it just for like a pit bull. It's like, oh,
but they've started to put some highlights on that title, which is what
they need to.
But yeah, going into WrestleMania, you've already got 2 titles. So you've got the Ivy Nile, Dakota Kai. That's 2. So again, you could then put it up to a triple threat, quadruple threat, ladder match.
Yeah, someone else in there.
Yeah.
And then obviously the big.
So the big Raw preview was the big Seth Punk Rollins.
Yeah. And then obviously it was EO versus Rhea for the women's title.
They've been having tag team defense.
It might be wasn't it the Quala? It might have been.
I'm pretty sure we had 3 titles.
It might have been. Say Raw was like one. I know War Raiders came out on top. Oh no, it was SmackDown. They had a number 1 contender match, didn't they? Tag match.
Yes, but I'm pretty sure the War Raiders had their title defense.
yes.
On Raw. Well,
Yeah, the War Raiders defeated American Made.
That's it. Yeah, because all 3 of them were doing stuff, weren't they? So American Made and Ivy Nile were all doing stuff. And then they had
that was.
And then
the chat video where he's like, "Got the box."
What's in the box?
Yeah,
what's in the box?
Mexican Mr. Miyagi.
It's cash.
Ray Phoenix's face.
Yeah, obviously the big main event was EO versus Rhea.
Yeah, good match.
Very good match.
I liked that. I really liked and appreciated that EO basically did Kairi Sane's elbow off the top rope. She did Dakota Kai's kick and Oscar's submission. She basically used all the damage controls,
the insane elbow.
Yeah.
Nobody hits it as well as Kairi.
No, she doesn't.
It's the leg thing. But she flings her legs to the side. It just looks so clean every time they do it.
But again, I didn't think Rhea would drop on a standard Raw on a Raw. Weird. But then there's rumours now she's rumored not even to be wrestling at Mania. She's not even going to be there.
which is insane.
So it's just like, okay, so what's happened? Why is she not going to do it? Why is she?
I don't think she wants a break because she has been like, as her shirt even said, on top for quite a while now. It's been a couple of years, hasn't it? Where she's been like the thing. Like she is like the character.
You do it after WrestleMania. You don't do it.
Yeah,
once.
let her drop it.
Yeah.
My
Like,
guess is
she just have like a month off for a honeymoon. So it's just been away.
It'll even. I would have thought they would either she retained or lost, and then still went to Mania, and then it was her, Bianca, and Io for a triple threat. Like that would have been.
I think that still could happen. There's still enough time to build. But I was surprised they dropped the title. And still, again, we've talked about it many times. Like over the last weeks, like there are storylines all over the place. I have no idea what's going on. It's phenomenal.
No, it's considering we've considering we have 6-7 weeks to Mania, like we've got so much that can change.
John Cena's left. Nobody saw it coming. Io winning the title. Nobody saw it coming.
Well, for me,
And I love it.
yeah, you then even said it. You were like, it was weird that it wasn't at the pay per view. Because I could have seen it happening at Elimination Chamber, for it just to be a random Raw afterwards was a bit like
the Raw after,
even Elimination Chamber. But then again, I guess it was another shock moment to then just be blown out of the water by the John Cena. But it was just weird that it was like, here's this massive Elimination Chamber that only had 4 matches. Then it happened on Raw randomly, and she dropped. I'm totally with you. I'm enjoying the fact that we just have no clue what's going on. It's not that predictable, apart from
We're enjoying the wrestling. If that makes sense.
But yeah, you're enjoying the storylines, and then we have no clue what's going on. Like rumors of this, rumors of the whole Alexa Bliss stuff about Royal Rumble. We thought it was shenanigans, and then it was just super last minute business. But like, yeah, it was very interesting, like I said. And they could be building stuff up, but yeah, I'd seen some rumors that it was like maybe Rhea's going to take some time off. I'd figured it because
you don't want to take time off before. You're not Roman Reigns.
Unless she's going to do it, it's like she comes back after Mania, because that's also another thing. Like, it's a big thing after, and because like we already mentioned earlier, Mania's going to be pretty stacked in terms of everyone, wanting them.
Yeah, but I still think you've got Becky's to come back. I think Becky will be back after Mania.
Yeah, still got Oscar to come back.
Who else?
Oscar's been cleared.
Yeah, Asuka. You've got all the damage control to come back eventually as well, haven't you? So they need to. I'm going to keep going on about it. So.
every podcast.
Until my dying breath, before they have to prove it up. But the thing is now, with like Io's on the title, where does it go from here? Is it just an Io and Bianca build up to the next? Or it's like.
Is Jade Cargill
going on in Bianca's backline?
Yeah. Is Naomi and Cargill getting the mix somewhere? Or it's tough one.
I'm thinking that's got to be where it is. That's got to be because the Bianca stuff has been so big. Like, especially obviously this, like we alluded to earlier, there was a big moment on SmackDown with Naomi and Bianca. It's got to. Like, that's got to at least be involved somehow. Because you can't just have it, just sort of like, I know you three have got beef in a minute, but our title match is still happening.
Yeah, I was looking because obviously you've got the two main ones confirmed. Obviously you've got Cena, Cody, and then Gunther, Jay. Them two, and then and then you've got Charlotte, Tiff, and then the Bianca, Io.
Yeah.
And then we were looking at what else could potentially. Obviously, there was that screenshot you posted, Ben, that I saw as well. Other potential matches, obviously, for Mania, because it's 2 days. You've got Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton. I think that's a given.
Yeah.
You've also got Drew versus Priest. Probably a given.
Yeah.
You could do. They've also got Bayley versus Roxanne.
Yeah. The past versus the present.
Yeah.
Haven't they literally done that on NXT?
Yeah, you've obviously got Liv and Raquel, obviously the women's versus.
So they're tag champions, aren't
Yeah, they're the tag champions. I know that one of them, because obviously they reckon Bliss is now going to take over the Fight 6. It could be her and
Morales is cleared now, though, isn't he?
He is cleared, but then I've heard stuff of like he might not be part of the 6. It's just like, why? He's not. It's weird. It's all up in the air whether if he's going to be a part of it, or he's just going to be scrapped from it. So yeah, one of them, it could be Bliss and Nikki Cross tag team. It's on that. It was Logan Paul versus AJ Styles.
I've seen that bounced around a little bit as well.
Yeah. Even though
that would be a really interesting match, like a really interesting, very similar styles, but AJ's a little bit not lost a step. There's no disrespect. It's just he's old. Like I think Amy said the same thing that he can't do. Again, if you see the CBD interviews where he's like, "What move can't you do?" And he's like, "Spiral tap." Yeah. He's like, "Yeah, there's no way."
Basically, any flying, any. No, basically, none of my X Division days, I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, no, never will ever do that again. Like it's like in like 10 years. But I can see Logan Paul doing it too. Then, yeah, you know what I mean. Like I can see Logan Paul going up the top and then doing a spiral tap, which would be insane.
Yeah. They've got Intercontinental as a
triple threat quad match, ladder match.
Yeah, 6. Is it triple quad 6? Whatever it is.
Yeah, there's a few contenders for it, isn't there?
Yeah, the one that's on the list is it'll be Pete Dunne, Sheamus, Penta, Finn, and Isaac.
You're talking men's.
Ends.
You know what? I see him putting it on Isaac. And I say that because he won that. He won this week. Was it this week or last week that he beat Penta and
Pete?
Yeah. Who? And I know Penta is so far. But I don't know, man. They keep swerving.
I think that was 3.
Why not put it on? Why not put it on? Why not put it on? Why not just have it? Yeah. Well, is it Braun that's
Bronze? Yeah. He's got a thing. He's got a thing with Finn at the moment.
Yeah, true.
Judgment Day.
Maybe bring back Demon Finn against Breaker.
That would be great. I'd love that.
Yeah. Slap that belt on Finn if you can fuck his Demon. Absolutely.
It's hard because if they're going to keep doing these bloody title matches during the standard shows, because I'm pretty sure it's Pretty Deadly who've got a title shot on a standard SmackDown next week. It's tough.
They're not going to win the belts. Maybe.
Yeah, but I say
no anymore.
It's
hands up to go at it anymore.
Obviously, we've got 3. Yeah, Mania is just up in there. We've got 3 main confirmed. Obviously, Charlotte, Tiff, and the Mets. But every other
title to Swerve again this week. Yeah, that's SmackDown. Yeah, but we'll get another time.
Well, we can talk to SmackDown. Randy Orton opens.
Let's talk about NXT first because NXT another title change on NXT as well.
Oh,
which I was surprised at.
Yeah, actually, no, because again, we talked about this last time where we said, because we were saying, is it time for the D'Angelo family to move up? Initially, we thought it's going to happen after Mania. It could happen sooner.
But again, Roadblock is this weekend, so then why not put that kind of match at Roadblock?
Yeah, it's weird that it wasn't.
Really decisions recently.
Yeah, because Roadblock, right, so obviously, Sean Spears, now the new North American champion. Yeah. It's weird that it wasn't at Roadblock this week. But obviously this week you've got Over versus Moose.
Yeah, so Roadblock is stacked, and I get why, but it is stacked. So you've got Over versus Moose.
Got the Hardys.
NXT Championship.
Yeah.
The NXT one, not the TNA one.
Yeah.
You've got the winner takes all match for Julia and Steph.
Yeah, which we know. To be fair, we know Steph's going to take it because Julia's injured.
TNA Tag Team Championship against Hardys and Braxton. The Street Fight, which is Ethan Page and Yvonne Evans.
You've also got the dark. Is the dark match also at Roadblock between the Underground one?
To this list.
Okay, I thought that was Trick Williams, Ethan Page. I thought that was next week. Huh? I haven't remembered.
No, you're thinking of Yvonne Evans, not Trick.
No, Trick and Ethan are supposed to be having a underground, like they do that underground fight.
Trick's not going to fight in Ethan Page.
It's not Ethan Page, fucking Thor.
Any Thor.
Sorry, Thor.
Yeah, it's not on there, but it probably will be. Yeah, and again, so that'll be 6 matches. Roadblock.
Mm.
So it probably makes sense not to put a title, but again, it just for me it takes away the shine of a title a little bit, putting it on a random weekday NXT when there's a pay-per-view all week.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I think it was another one of those like good shock ones because I didn't see it coming. I thought that it was going to be. It would just end in shenanigans. Everyone's just kicking off and booting off, and that was going to be it. So, yeah, that was a good shock one, but it is an odd one, like you say. But is it because, like I said as well, because it's that, like,
oh yeah, shit. I also forgot. Obviously, I also forgot on NXT. You had Chelsea Green and Piper Niven versus Sol Ruka and names like Azaria.
Zaria, yeah, and they lost, and Sol and Zaria picked up the win.
Mm. Yeah, they're becoming a good old tag team now.
Stop picking on Piper Niven. Let Piper Niven win a couple. Yeah,
She had a singles match with Tiffany on SmackDown and lost.
I've lost. I've lost.
Yeah. And then obviously got involved.
I can see again, like if they split the women's belt, Piper and Alba having a tag team alongside Chelsea would be really good. I
was wondering what they were going to do. So after we talked about the first episode about people that got let go from WWE, why Alba didn't, and it was like, oh, well, this is clearly why, because they actually had the idea of like, we'll make her,
Yeah, she returned. She came back at SmackDown.
I quite like the stuff that Ida Dawn's putting out on her Twitter feed.
Yeah,
Very, yeah, very. I think she knew it was coming. That's really interesting. Yeah. I think she knew it was coming. It wasn't a surprise to her. And the Carmella stuff is wild as well. If you've not seen any of that, it's Carmella. Oh, because Carmella's been let go, so her contract's lapsed.
Oh, okay.
So they've not renewed her.
And then she went on a podcast this week to explain it all. And she's basically saying that because she got pregnant, they let her go. So apparently they didn't ring her to let her know her contract was up, or nothing. There's no negotiations or anything. So, but she's a little bit pissed about it.
To be fair, she should know when her contract.
Yeah,
I understand where she comes from.
I don't think Carmella's been relevant for a long time. For me personally, I don't think she brings that much to it.
I always thought if she did come back, she was going to like feud with Tiffy and do the whole sort of like love me but work.
Yeah, Mella is money.
Yeah, and
I miss the old Mella when she was with
James Ellsworth.
I'm all right.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
when she was.
My name is Enzo Amore.
Yeah, like she's got every right to be sound frustrated, absolutely. But I just, again, for me personally, I'd like to see what she would bring to the table. What happened? You know what I mean? Like looking at the women's division across all of it, and you could argue there's people in there like that don't not necessarily deserve to be there, but they bring something different to it. You know what I mean? Like if Carmella came back, what does she bring to the table?
I think she made a good like rumble. Like, oh my god, she's back. Kind of like Nikki thing where it's like, back. It's like, no. Like, because like you said,
talk about what's the girl from Alpha Academy? What's her name?
Maxine Dupree.
Maxine.
Yeah. Not the greatest in ring, but her social media stuff is amazing. Like she brings eyes to the front. Like,
yeah, and the funny stuff with Alpha.
Yeah, all of that stuff. But you can't see Carmella doing that. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't bring it to it. And then you look at all the other women in the division. You're like, they've all got something, and right now Carmella doesn't. Like, if she came back, what would be her thing?
Like I said, I think the only thing she could have done, and it is if Charlotte hadn't come back, would have been that sort of like, yeah, you knew that 2 years later.
Yeah. I can't even remember what she was doing. I can't even remember what she was doing before she went on. Like
2 years ago. 2 years ago.
That's what I mean. I don't even know what the hell she was doing 2 years ago.
She was Money in the Bank twice.
Yeah.
Then she's won the title. Yeah, fair. But
she did have a push, but I know that obviously then she had the kid, but then didn't she have? I thought she'd had complications because she was saying like, wasn't it she like lost feeling in one of her legs or her feet or something?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
She had to like rehabilitate to be able to walk again, and that was like she was having some like she was having to have procedures to basically. That was just why I was like, when you said that, I was like, well, then I thought she was injured because it was like recent, maybe a month ago max. She basically posted being like stuff they don't tell you about complications during pregnancy. You can't walk, with her feet or losing like nerve damage or something. So it's just like I get them not being communicated with, but like pissing her off sort of thing. But yeah, like I said, I don't know what they do with
Again, she could come into the Intercontinental side and like raise that title up a little bit. So last week and the week before, we were talking about how Chelsea, for me, I think Chelsea's elevated that US title massively. She's on it every week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we felt that the Intercontinental wasn't doing it. But the Intercontinental wasn't doing it until the last couple of weeks where she started to defend it. But if you brought Carmella back, I suppose you could say, you know, she could have elevated that a little. But
Yeah, her and Carmella, Chelsea and Carmella could probably have some action.
no, her and Lyra.
Oh, her and Lyra.
My girl Chelsea.
No, she needs to do some stuff. I know, obviously, yes. I know, obviously, yes, she had her no DQ match on SmackDown this week. Against,
and the greatest outfit. The fact that it was Cactus Jack, but it was
against Minchin.
Again, for the third time, fourth time, whatever it is.
Yeah.
With the sticks
And a free, like,
with no rules. Yeah, again. And it's like, okay, it's been done. You're building up Selena Vega, let Vega have a run now. Like,
Yeah, they did that whole thing where, like, Zelina was like, ooh, that belt would look good on me. It's just like, but we've not, she
did
cut
the whole package. Was it last week?
she cut a weird promo.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, cool. Now
They'll do some stuff. So maybe they're just building that for Mania.
I love Mitchell, don't get me wrong, but that match has been done. Like, again, the no DQ match has been done 3 or 4 times between the two of them as well. Like, they had a garbage match, didn't they? So,
I think, like, because, like you said, they're trying to like build up the belts, but they've basically given it to Lyra and Chelsea, and it is that they're just not going to lose. It's been interesting that like both of them are doing the same thing, but it's essentially like we're enjoying Chelsea, whereas Lyra's like.
I feel weird, like, because they're always doing these title shows now on just like the standard shows. I think that's just because they're just trying to. I think we're just going to see that every week now. There's going to be some sort of title on the line on the build up to Mania. See what happens. Whether they change any more titles change now on the main Raws and SmackDowns, be interesting to see.
It's a bad thing because again, like we spoke about it last week, it brings eyes to the product. Like Netflix obviously have paid a ton of money. And that's, again, possibly one of the reasons why they put Rhea and Io on the Raw and the pay-per-view, is that they want people to keep watching into Netflix, blah, 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 blah. But from a business side, I absolutely get it. But from a story side, you kind of got to look at it and say, is it taking it away from the PLE to put it on Netflix to keep the investors happy? And I think it's not the people that watch it.
But the PLEs are on Netflix as well, so no matter what.
Yeah, everything's a great place.
That's my only thing I'd push back on that. Like, I think it makes sense to maybe make it so that, like you said, that they're not just paying for Netflix once a month to just watch the PLE. But now that it's all on Netflix, you know, I highly doubt that there are people that have just got Netflix just to watch the PLE. Like, they are probably watching most of the product. Maybe not in NXT.
So I was bought the network.
You had one.
Network. I bought the network just purely to watch the PLE.
Well, that's because that's all we could watch, because that was the stupid.
Even then, like
it's 9.99.
Yeah, it's across so much things. Like even like what they put stuff on YouTube. Like they had Raw and SmackDown on YouTube. Obviously, Evolve's on YouTube. They just launched their WCW channel.
But what I'm saying is, like, because of the continuation, like again, the viewership apparently of Raw has dropped to almost 50% since they started, which is crazy. If that's true, if that's true, 50% is a massive drop, which again is probably another reason why you want to put a big title match on Netflix to make sure on Raw, not Netflix, on Raw, to keep that viewership and get it back up. Because if you're losing 50% of your viewership, Yeah, that's not great. It's still doing numbers, but it's not really.
I did see a thing that people, and I think even some of the board members, they're complaining that SmackDown needs to be cut short. It doesn't need to be 3 hours.
I think they were always going to put it back to 2 anyway, weren't they? I think they were trialing 3 hours to see how it went.
I think the trial went on way too. Yeah, I think the trial went on way too long. They kind of thought it was on the trial, and then they were just like, actually, we want to go back to 2. They haven't done it yet, but what else happened on SmackDown?
SmackDown is always so quick, isn't it? Was SmackDown longer than Raw?
No, both 3 hours.
Oh, they're both 3 hours.
Yeah.
Well, SmackDown feels a lot quicker than Raw. Raw seems to be longer in physical time, if that makes sense. I can watch a SmackDown and it doesn't feel like 3 hours. Like Raw feels 3 hours.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like maybe SmackDown I tune out a little bit more because it's doing so much like recapping of Raw.
Yeah.
Too much talking.
Too much talking.
That.
Talking to SmackDown.
Like, hey, we watch Raw,
Talking to SmackDown. Obviously, Randy Orton opened up this week's episode.
Yeah,
Raw, SmackDown. Randy Orton opened up SmackDown. Obviously, recapping his problem with Kevin Owens, and obviously that will probably be their Mania match, Kevin versus Randy.
Yeah, I love this little dig of the kids that kids played Fortnite and people that playing Elden Ring.
Oh, well, it was Carmelo Hayes. Randy Orton's been off for 2 months playing Fortnite. Fortnite's for kids. I played Elden Ring.
I was playing Elden Ring. It's like, wow, okay, he actually just full on.
Apparently 600 hours.
Yeah. There's a lot.
Good.
That was when he was like out. That was when that's what he was doing when he was out with his back.
Yeah. Picked up from the Cody podcast. I just got into Elden Ring and that's all I did. That's all I could do.
A punt is coming for Kevin Owens' way, one way or another. We also had Drew attacking Damian Priest.
Yeah,
obviously
that was funny.
Yeah, that was funny. And obviously then
you should have killed me.
Yeah,
I like that it was like it was like the following. He's like, oh, Drew McIntyre's here, and then he just runs in.
Where's he going? He's running.
That was a hell of a transition. I was like, okay, that was really cool.
Drew
the Bianca scenario.
Oh yeah, we had that. Yeah, no, they didn't go on that one. Yeah, we had obviously finally we had
Bianca. Really good acting. You get from both.
Bianca,
and
fucking Naomi.
Yeah.
Okay. I see your tears, Naomi.
And Naomi.
I don't know why you're crying.
Order a bitch.
Yeah,
straight.
I love the crowd. The crowd got so behind that. It was like,
you
scrap. And then it was like Jay's music played. Again, almost recognisable this week. It was like the music came on and everyone was like, oh, okay, it's Jay this week.
Yeah.
And then she just Bianca just kind of stood there and just went, I'm back.
Good work.
Off you go.
Got yourself out.
Yeah.
Like
I already said about it. It was for me. It was because everyone had already said it online and they'd even acknowledged it. To still do it was a bit like,
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. I hope there is extra sign out.
Yeah. I think there's something else. It feels like there's got to be something else.
It's even there's not even nothing's going to come of it, and them two are just going to have a match at Mania, or something's going to come of it. And
Jay screws Bianca out the time.
Yeah, there'll be something or before and gets in the match at Mania. Bianca,
then
Jenny,
then we had the Chelsea Green Ninja match.
Yeah,
the Bianca
the little no DQ match where we had the return.
Fire.
Helping Chelsea. Helping Chelsea.
NXT.
Oh yeah. Helping Chelsea pick up the win. We had Jimmy versus Drew. Second time.
Yeah.
Drew picking up the win. But Damien coming down and attacking Drew.
Yeah. He's not finished. Comes back, hits him again.
Yeah. And then
we then had the Cody Rhodes speech.
Yeah.
And villain.
Yeah.
With his eye.
Yeah, showing off what Travis Scott could do to you.
Yeah.
When you're on the floor.
As well.
As he on the floor.
WWE t-shirt. basically says wrestling is real, and it has John Cena, The Rock, and Travis Scott like side by side.
I love the
And it's got a
backlash from
Cactus Jack symbol on it as well.
that.
I'll send it to you now. Hang on.
Oh.
That is.
Yeah,
But
it was
again like they're
it was a-
capitalising on him being part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm hoping it's not Mania, but he probably will be.
it will be. It'll be the Snoop Dogg thing, but hopefully this time it's not.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be right, Travis. You can come to Mania, but just don't touch it. Just play with your, just play with your sage. Just drink your Red Bull. Drink your Red Bull.
State are they in? Are they allowed to smoke in that state?
It's Vegas.
It's Vegas. Have you seen? Talking of like Mania being at Vegas. Have you seen like they're still like they've not sold out a single night, and the reason they're complaining is because you've gone to Vegas, which is essentially you have to be over the age of 21, basically even be there and do anything and have fun, because everywhere's clubs and gambling and everything. So you can't fucking do anything in Vegas. It's like, why have you picked
It'll
Vegas?
sell out. It'll always sell out.
Yeah,
Well, no,
If
but
not,
Mania's
people
normally.
like
They will know. They ain't got that fucking kind of money.
They're going to go cheap.
do we not think that it's because that like
Apparently, it's still like 20,000 tickets like every night. That's still available. Not even touched.
but is it because we only know 4 matches?
It could be. It could be a case it's only
We actually know what's going on? Because for me, by now, we'd normally know more. At least it feels like it.
But I think it's more of like they're with.
4 matches.
Yeah, it could just be because it is only 4 matches, but then a lot of people saying because it's in Vegas, I think they're just catering to the older generation. Kind of cutting out the
That's
yeah.
what I've seen that sort of nostalgia about it. It's not for the young.
Yeah, I kind of really find it really funny, and it's weird. Like you see all these little kids like crying over Cena. It's just like, how do you, like Cena hasn't really been around. You don't know John Cena. We know John Cena. Why? Like you're like 6, 7 years old. Like you don't. Cena left when you started watching it, when you were born. You don't know him. He pops up now and again. Yeah, he pops up and then it's weird. Unless obviously their parents make them watch like old school wrestling. It's like this is John Cena. You watch him all the way through, but
Or is it just like the now obviously they're calling it Break-A-Wish, the Make-A-Wish?
it could all just be all the Make-A-Wish kids. Yeah.
Like everyone over
in the audience. Yeah.
And also, is it more of a thing of maybe they just know him more as a movie star and then they go
Could
back
be.
to the fact that
Yeah.
now it's on them.
It's funny. I love it. Watching all these videos, all these kids crying. John Cena's turned heel. But good.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's turned
Like,
heel.
or
About time.
Good.
some girl.
I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy he's turned heel. 23 years in the making. That was another interesting thing. I thought it was a lot of people were questioning, just like, wait, you're going to retire on a heel. You're going to end your career fully retired, being a heel. It's interesting. It's just like, probably not, because he's he'll
It's got a swerve. There's a swerve.
whether it'll
I don't know.
yeah, there'll be either a swerve at Mania or at like SummerSlam, because obviously we've got him until the end of 2025.
It'll be towards the end. It'll be SummerSlam. It'll be like a SummerSlam Survivor Series. If not, it'll be starts at SummerSlam, like Cena basically turns on The Rock or does something that The Rock, basically told him to do, and then the match doesn't go the way it's meant to. So then by Survivor Series, say
So I just
Rock versus Cena as like a final match, final boss.
because obviously we're not going to see Cena now till Mania. I really, really want him to come out to his fucking mixed music.
Oh, I think he'll turn up. I think he'll turn up before Mania. I just don't know when.
Well, he's filming, isn't he?
I think he needs. Is he filming it?
Yeah, he literally. So at the end of Mania, he went to the press conference, did the mic drop, and then literally left to get on a flight to go carry on filming or go start filming.
I didn't realise he was filming again.
Yeah, he's still filming.
I was explaining why then did you see the promo? It was like, hey, it's Cody Rhodes versus Cena, and it's the worst Photoshop picture of Cena's face after the lady. Where it's the miserable Cena face. It's the he's really unhappy face. That's the truth he is. But yeah, the worst Photoshop of his face out and then just put onto the thing in the little like Vegas style car.
Mm. Yeah, because pretty sure that was a part of CM Punk's like rant. It was just like you just turn up at a PLE and then disappear. You don't see it again for months, and then you come back again.
Apparently, he is filming something to do with Matchbox, like the little cars. So he's been filming a movie based on the iconic toy franchise of miniature vehicles Matchbox in Budapest.
Hot Wheels?
Yeah,
Hot Wheels Matchbox?
Yeah, Hot Wheels Matchbox.
Okay, interesting.
That'd be interesting. So you're right, we might not have seen it before, which I think is rubbish. I think he's done a brilliant mic drop, and the mic drop was brilliant, and like again, completely unscripted. I feel. But we need to see him.
That's the official.
That's from like WWE 2K20.
No, that's the actual official WrestleMania thing. That's the one. Yeah.
Interesting.
There you go.
Have you seen? I saw there was a WWE 2K25 thing of like John Cena's character, and they've got like his front face, and then they turned it around so you can see his bald spot.
Oh yeah,
they update his character for 2025. 2K.
Yeah,
that's brilliant.
Hey, my realistic to have a look.
But yeah, let's go. It's going to be interesting to say. We've got 6 weeks, 7 weeks.
Yeah,
build up. We've got Roadblock next week. We've got, and then it's just that mania.
We haven't finished SmackDown. We've missed one big thing for SmackDown.
What?
Quite a big thing. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah. Oh yeah! Finally, Shinsuke Nakamura drops the title to LA Knight. Yeah. About time. I feel. I use this as like since Nakamura was just a placeholder for that title, like they did with CM Punk, like 20 years ago with the World Heavyweight title. They basically just like, hang on to the title because we don't know what to do with the title. We don't know what to do to you. Hang on to it. You ain't going to do anything with it. That's what they basically did with Nakamura. They just like, hang on, you're a placeholder for this title until we figure out what to do. But they're just going to let. Obviously, the rumor is Nakamura is going to Japan, so he had to drop the title.
Oh, what I've heard the rumor was before that was that he basically said because he was basically before he'd done this whole run because he'd been losing to just anyone and everyone. So he basically said, "Okay, I'll do this run for you to put over all these people, but I want a title run. You know, I want a title basically when I come back." So
yeah, because it wasn't really much of a title run. He didn't do nothing.
But that's also
3 months
because personal stuff, wasn't it? Because like there was loads of stuff going on with his family. That's why he was like,
brother died.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, maybe.
Was it like
We'll
last
give him
week?
the
Or the week
benefit.
before?
Okay,
That's
so
why they
maybe
had
that's.
his tournament for the first number one contender.
Mm.
His brother died. It was going to be LA Knight versus
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I think
I think that's right.
and like straight away, isn't he? As well as
But yeah, obviously, yeah, he has been confirmed to go wrestle in Japan for a couple of shows. That's why we thought, yeah, he was going to drop the title to LA Knight. So LA Knight is now 2-time US champ.
Are we happy about this?
I am. I love it.
Yeah, I'm happy that he's champion. I would have
I can't decide.
like he's been in.
Hasn't been.
I'm just
done story wise well, like because the whole Nakamura stuff was just kind of so up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, oh, and then Mello's going to be involved for a little bit. Oh no, now Mello and Braun are going to be. And it was like,
I'm just.
Yeah, I think I said last week, put the belt on Carmelo at WrestleMania.
Like
Carmelo's worked hard over the last year to establish himself, or team up with the Miz and have him and the Miz go at it for a little, you know what I mean? But
I'm just hoping they leave Logan Paul.
WrestleMania.
I'm just hoping they leave Logan Paul out of it this time.
I think him and AJ are doing a thing now, aren't they? So let's move that on. But I think put the belt on Carmelo and LA Knight would be an interesting mix. But I think if the Miz is mixed, we'll see Miz is now on SmackDown, isn't he?
I love the Andrade like Mello matches. They were incredible to the point where I think didn't they do them week to week, back to back, because they were just like do it again basically because that was great.
Oh, flippy shit.
Yeah, basically.
I like the new Mellow Don't Miz. The tag team.
I love that no matter what, Miz is another one from like Seth Rollins. It's like you can just stick him and
Mm.
feel something up, or it'll be good, whether it is a promo, whether it is a match. Like, yeah, Miz is just one of them people, and like, yeah, but I wanted that. That could have been a cool tag team thing. The match with him and R-Truth. Was that last week or the week before?
A couple of weeks back.
Yeah, a couple of weeks back. Yeah.
Couple of weeks back. The like, you know, R-Truth like trying to tag the Miz in because he forgot.
Yeah.
Like R-Truth basically doing the referee count himself on Mello, and Mello actually kicks out for nothing. I was like, it's such a good like. Yeah, I was really hoping when they were doing the Mello and Miz, they were putting them into the tag team like situation.
Yeah.
It's just more right.
They won it last year, didn't they? Austin Creed won it last year. They couldn't do it again. Like,
I don't think they could.
say they could, but they could.
They could. I would have loved it if it was Miz and Mello won against, say, R-Truth and someone else.
Yeah.
Because that would have been kind of cool. But yeah, for me, it's just I have the same issue that I'm having with like Chelsea and Mitch and again and again and again. You say with the War Raiders, where it's just them and Biggie again, and it's there, and American Made again. It's just like just do something else. It's really SmackDown. They even say it. They're like, "Oh, this is massive tag team, like Revolution down, Motor City, I forget their name. Pretty Deadly. You know, they've actually got like a double juice.
I liked how what's the general manager of SmackDown? Big O from Nicole. I like how he's just like, right, here's the whiteboard, here we go. So it's just like, right, Pretty Deadly, play with this. And then he had fun with it, and then they had fun with that, and then they tricked those people and told him there was this one, and it was just, I was just like, cool.
What's happened? What? It's gone on though. Like some stuff actually happened. Whereas if you go to Raw, you just go War Raiders and Satan. Who?
Yeah, it's weird. It was good though. I liked it. Yeah, there we go.
Great wrestling. I do like them being champs. If I would like to just be Nico, they had a great match with blah blah blah. It isn't just American Made.
Yeah. Just say it was a pretty
American Made needs to have time.
They will at some point.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
When Tag Gable comes back, maybe.
I feel like the tag matches, there won't be a single singles tag match. It will all be like triple threats, it'll be multiple teams. Even like one will be a ladder match, but probably a ladder match or
shenanigans.
Yeah, that'd be something. It was a pretty busy week.
Generation TLC would be great if they do it like 3 or 4 teams TLC style or ladder, like you say.
We said TLC last week, I think. TLC might only work for the 3 of them.
Do some batshit, but and do it on maybe do it on both. War Raiders, other 2 teams.
I'd love to see War Raiders just go back to like Indian style and let them just let them let loose a little bit. So again, we've not seen them. I don't think we've seen the War Raiders go full ham for quite some time. And I know like injuries have probably put them back where they're not as happy to do things. And also, just call them the Motor City Machine Guns. Stop calling them Motor City Machine Guns. There is a V, like a V.
They are.
They introduced as Motor City Machine Guns. It's just the Motor City. Like, how hard is it?
Yeah. My problem is I really like the band Motion City soundtrack, and every time I look in, by mistake, I'm like, Motion City sound.
No, if you put there in front of it, if you go, the Motor City Machine Guns, it just doesn't sound right in my head when it's just like they introduce Motor City Machine Guns. It's like, oh, call them the Motor City Machine Guns. Sure. Yeah. Change their theme music.
I think we're gonna have to do an episode of like what grinds Ben's gears, what interests his pissed off this week.
Oh much.
A whole episode.
We could do that.
A whole episode on his like.
We'll have a split. We'll do that next week. The week after. We'll do it the week after. We should see what pins Ben off this.
Yeah.
Tag split.
Yeah, LA Knight winning title. Yeah. Short run for LA Knight. But I think Mallow would be a really interesting tactic. It would just enhance his character, like put the swag back into, and then you bring up Trick Williams, and then you fuck him up.
Look,
It's more after WrestleMania. You've got all of these like possibilities. And we talked about Rox. I don't think Roxanne's actually come up to the roster yet. By the way, I think she's dabbling, but she's not officially up to the roster.
Well, it's weird because they were like, she's definitely come from Raw. She's on Raw. She was there in the Elimination Chamber. And then it is just like, yeah, but she's facing Jason Jordan at Road. It's like, why?
Yeah. Jordan Grace.
I think
Jordan Grace can put her through a table.
which is fair, but I thought my guess
Maybe this is her farewell NXT match.
and Jay. Maybe, yeah.
But this is
Hitchcock is facing Anovich tonight. Is that tonight?
Yeah. Which is weird because obviously, one thing we didn't mention for NXT was obviously Jade at Jordan's match having to get called off and had the X.
Oh yeah. She take that and he.
Apparently,
But then it was completely fine.
Yeah, she put out on social. So she's like, "No, I'm all good. It's fine."
That's cool.
You can literally see her lips. She goes, "It's my knee. It's fucked."
Yeah.
It was like, oh, okay, oh, cool.
But that's the thing that's caused you like years of how many years? Like she's done it twice now.
What is that?
Twice, at least once. Yeah.
Well, I think she's got like that. It's the same with Chelsea Green. Like she got released, came back, broke her wrist, disappeared, came back.
Never got released.
No, when Chelsea Green, she got released. I'd say
And then went to play on the Indies for a little bit.
yeah, came back. Literally first match, broke her wrist.
Yeah.
Went off, came back and then literally again first match, broke her wrist, re-broke her wrist again. So she's having that same kind of
So
bad luck.
who's the other one that's done that? Nikita Lyons.
Yeah,
Came back, broke race, tore her ACL, came back and tore the other one.
there is just
String
I think I
of
made this joke on the first episode. There's so much, like, just the women's division just seem to have the worst knees and the worst doctors for knees ever. It's like Charlotte, Jade, Nikita. Like, it just keeps seeming to be a thing. It's just like they keep popping knees left, right, and center. It's just, but yeah, I mean, hopefully Jade's alright and is able to do the Is it TNA?
Fine. Yeah, she looked fine at TNA like midweek.
Was it?
Okay, yeah. No, but the match is tonight, but she appeared at TNA during the week. So she looked fine.
There you go.
Yeah.
That is
I mean, she's not going to win it, obviously. No, obviously, I'm not sort of saying that because, the world is the world right now. And we could see the first ever NXT / TNA.
Heel Cena turns up.
that's free.
Over the TNA.
That's a next week episode. Then we can talk about it. We've got enough.
What we see with TNA.
Yeah, Cena turns up to TNA. It was faces Joe. That's cool. But yeah, there you go. That is our week of wrestling for you. Yeah. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below for any of your hot takes. If you agree with any of Ben's rants. And we will see you. And we will see you next time.